tell you to get on all fours and kick you in the stomach to where you were physically lifted off the ground.
He would take that toothpick and, you know, poke you.
His hands would reach down and go into my privates.
Well, those are just some of the allegations of physical and sexual abuse by former gymnasts. We first brought you their story back in March. Now, USA Gymnastics, the national governing body for the sport, is changing its policy and expanding safeguards. This policy change comes after allegations surfaced of girls being exploited and abused like the ones we're about to show you now. We want to warn you, the details you're about to hear are disturbing. Here's Casey Wine.
He disrobed me and forced himself inside of me. Even though I was screaming out in pain and screaming out for him to stop, he wouldn't. And I'll never forget that the words he whispered in my ear at that time is, "This is what you want, and this is what all the girls want."
During the 1970s and 80s, Doug Boger was a young, charismatic former champion gymnast turned coach. Now in his 60s, Boger denied the allegations of abuse to CNN's Denver affiliate KCNC.
I was not abusive to him, and I didn't do anything wrong.
All these girls are lying.
Yes.
Julie Whitman was one of Boger's stars.
Some days it was fantastic, and other days it was, you know, kind of a living hell.
She's now leading a group of women pressuring USA Gymnastics to adopt tougher sanctions against abusive coaches.
About 6 years ago, I discovered that Doug was still coaching, and I just kept seeing his name, and I thought to myself, I can't let this man continue coaching.
Well, Casey Wine has been investigating these allegations and following this story for months now, and he joins us now from Los Angeles. So we heard about USA Gymnastics promising to make some changes. So what changes are they going to make in response to the allegations, Casey?
What they're trying to do, Hala, is try to close this loophole that existed that allowed some of these coaches who were accused of physically and sexually abusing gymnasts to continue coaching even after they were banned from the sport by USA Gymnastics. For example, there was this one coach, Doug Boger, who was banned because of allegations of sexual abuse for life from the sport. But these gymnasts found out that he was still coaching at another gym that was actually owned by a convicted sex offender. These gyms were not affiliated with USA Gymnastics, so these coaches were allowed to continue working. Now what the sport's governing body has done is said that any gymnast who wants to compete in a national competition sanctioned by USA Gymnastics must belong to a member club or be a member of USA Gymnastics themselves. They can be unaffiliated if they want to be, but they cannot wear any sort of logos or be operating and bring a coach from a non-affiliated gym. So they're hoping to have much stricter control over these gyms that train these very young gymnasts. Hala.
And those former gymnasts you spoke with who say they were victims, what do they say about these proposed changes?
Well, they say it's a good step. They're very happy that it has happened, but they say it doesn't go far enough. It doesn't cover camps, which can be operated by coaches outside of the auspices of USA Gymnastics. But they are very happy that this is a good first step, they call it. USA Gymnastics says they will continue to look at more changes to try to promote the safety of young gymnasts, because obviously there have been big problems in this sport in the past, Hala.
Casey Wine, thanks. Casey Wine is in Los Angeles. The new policy changes by USA Gymnastics go into effect, by the way, in August.